What is up, Baltimore Ravens fans? IndyCar Tim here with your post-game, Arizona Cardinals edition post-game. And I told you guys at halftime, I hope you got to watch the halftime quick hits, as we've got some post-game quick hits for you, and I have some thoughts. But I hope you got to watch the halftime quick hits, because I told you what was going to happen in the second half. And the Cardinals darn near defied all the odds and came away with a win in this one. Should have never been this close. I'm not taking any credit away from the Ravens. I said at halftime it looked weird in the first half. It felt like they were playing bad, but they really weren't. Like, it felt like they were just not in sync, but they were. And it was just odd. The 14-7 halftime lead was just odd to me. It felt weird. But, it is what it is. At the final gun, the Ravens come away 31-24. Really riding the offense. 3 Gus Edwards touchdowns were huge. The defense came away huge. I know you're going to look at 24 points given up by the Ravens defense, but man, when it came down to it, they really did what they needed to do. And it was the offense that really struggled. You're going to look at 31 points scored by the offense and go, oh, man, they were clicking today. They were not clicking today. And I still can't put my finger on it as far as why it looked so weird. But it absolutely looked weird. This was a weird win. Lamar Jackson, 18-27 for 157 yards and 1 touchdown. Gus Edwards, and I complained a lot at halftime. If you saw the halftime quick hits, they had, I think, 20 total yards rushing in the first half. And I said they needed to find their ground game in the second half, and it's what saved them. It is what absolutely saved them. Gus Edwards finishes with 19 carries for 80 yards, and, of course, those 3 touchdowns that I mentioned. The passing game just was not there. It wasn't there in the first half, and it really never got on par with what we're used to seeing. Mark Andrews, your leading receiver, 4 catches for 40 yards and the 1 touchdown. Total yards for the Ravens, 268. They ran 60 plays, 4 for 11 on third down. I think they were at 50%. I can't remember what the number was, 2 for 4, something like that in the first half. Just 4 for 11 though in the second or for the game. Not very well. That's not very good. Clearly, had 138 total yards passing. Again, that's not what we're used to seeing here. Finished the day with 130 yards rushing. That's what we needed to see. Like I said, I think it was at like 20 yards for the first half. I have to go back and watch that video. 6 penalties for 45 yards. Those penalties didn't help anybody. However, the stat of the day, that I will call it, 4 for 4 in the red zone. And that is what you need to see. And that's what we're used to seeing from the Ravens offense under Todd Monken. And, again, it was just a weird win. But it was a win, and that's what you need. Ravens now 6-2. They're 4-1 on the road. I believe they're now 17-1 with Lamar Jackson under center against NFC teams, which is a weird stat. But it is what it is. The Cardinals dropped to 1-7, 1-3 at home. Again, their only win to the Dallas Cowboys, who, again, I say this on every show that the Cowboys come up. If you think the Cowboys suck, you're probably right. If you think the Cowboys are good, you're probably right. Who the hell knows what the Dallas Cowboys are, right? We saw what they did today and against the Rams, 43-20, and it probably wasn't that close, but their defense, when it wants to be or when it can be, is massive. So other weird things in the NFL today, the Broncos, if you haven't seen, slaughtered the 49ers. And I know the score was somewhat close, but if you watch the game, it was a slaughtering. Broncos and Chiefs. The Chiefs lose to the Broncos for the first time since 2015. It is also the very first road division game loss by Patrick Mahomes in his NFL career. Yes, the 49ers did lose today. Their 3rd loss in a row, which is odd, considering what we saw from them. But, yes, it was the Broncos beating the Chiefs. I already forgot who the 49ers played, to be honest with you. But man, just a weird day in the NFL. The Ravens really made every effort. Sorry, it was the Bengals that beat the 49ers. The Ravens made every effort to give this one away too late, if you were watching. But, they come out on top. That's really the important thing. Again, Lamar Jackson didn't have a horrible day, but it was not the Lamar Jackson that we are used to seeing by any stretch. Couple of fumbles today for the Ravens. They ended up getting them back, but, not what we're – Lamar Jackson clearly has a fumble problem. We know that. We've known that for a long time. But it's just, can he please just not give them away? And that's what he was able to do today. Sacked 4 times. 3 of those, I believe, were very early in the game in the first half, and they cleaned up the offensive line just a little bit in the second half, and I think that's what attributed to the success in the run game in the second half here too. So those are my quick hit thoughts on the Ravens over the Cardinals. I would love to hear what you think about Ravens and Cardinals. Find me on X and Threads at IndyCarTim. It's right here on the screen if you're following along on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Baltimore Ravens Daily Blitz wherever you get your podcasts. You can always find our great content at fanstreamsports.com and the FanStream Sports mobile app available right now for Android and Apple. Head over there and download that. Great 24/7 programming for you, sports-related stuff, several different teams, and some national stuff as well. Head over there to your app store and download that. We will do it again probably maybe Tuesday with some previews of the upcoming week. It is Seattle week, noon next Sunday on CBS, so we'll be talking about that this week and maybe delve into this game a little bit deeper as it goes. So appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll do it again, I don't know, Monday or Tuesday. Just look for it. Make sure you hit that alert button on our YouTube channel when we do drop stuff so you get all of that. So until then, boys and girls, we will see you.